I'm here outside the beautiful York station. Problem is right now it's infested with roadworks, so we'll come back another day and explore York. I'm visiting every station on the Harrogate Line. Let's go and do this. It's all just very retro. Oh, I love Northern. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Northern doing what Northern does best. I spotted some interesting things on a map. I should definitely stick to stations. Today on Jen's Poor Life Choices, my trainers are absolutely ruined. The problem with York is there's far too many voyages. Ew. York station is absolutely beautiful though, and I do want to properly explore. It's just not one for today. So I just need to A, locate coffee, B, work out where my train is going from. Ooh, a Northern 170, spoiling us. Got the coffee. That's going to take us in a few minutes to our first stop of Cattle. It's interesting on the displays that this is described as going to Burley Park instead of Leeds. That's to discourage you from getting on it if you're going to Leeds, because it's a long way to Leeds. You don't want to catch this train to Leeds. So because this is an ex-ScotRail train, it has first class. Well, fake first class anyway. Anybody can sit in it, but just that little bit nicer.
The next station stop is Papleton.
This is Cattle, and it doesn't sound right calling it Cattle, that just feels wrong. Cute little station, like old station building there, signal box, manually operated level crossing, semaphore signals. It's all just very retro, and I like it. I like retro. So while I do have a plan for the next 2 days, I don't really need to stick to it. The trains are every half hour. I'm going to walk to the next station of Hamilton. Shouldn't take too long, about 40 minutes I think, which is that way, back where we came. It's along a little country lane, so I hope it's not too deadly. The actual village of Cattle is a small village, and it's quite a way down there, so we won't be visiting that village, but we will be going through what I'm going to call the Hamiltons, because there's multiple. So this walk doesn't actually save me any time. If anything, it probably uses more time. But it's an excuse to get my steps in, to see a bit more countryside, and just not rush around. I mean, it's not a spectacular countryside, but it's a nice countryside. This is the village of Kirkhamerton, which I've got to walk through to get to Hamilton Station. Why does Kirk get his own Hamilton? Please tell me there's a stop sign somewhere in this village so that I can make a stop Hamilton joke. It says a green Hamilton down that road. So many Hamiltons. It's at least a bit more civilised on this side of the village. I've got something vaguely resembling a footpath. Okay, so I made it to Hamilton Station, and usually there's no signs to say that it's a station other than it existing. You would be hard pressed to know this was here if you were passing. Another manual level crossing. My second train and it's already delayed. Oh, I love Northern. It's a gift that keeps on giving. This is Hamilton, and you can see the line is single track beyond here, I think as far as Papleton, and there's a crossing keeper's office in the station building, which is kind of good to see a station building actually being used, even though it's not really public. It's a cute little station. I think I'm going to be saying that a lot on this line, like it's a cute little station, because these stations are objectively cute, but I think they might get a bit samey kind of cute. A few of these stations is just a box ticking exercise. There's some really nice ones coming up that I'm a bit more excited about. Could I ever wait here another half hour? Or I could get on the train that's going the other way to a station that I was going to do later, and then come back and do Papleton after. That feels like a good idea. I might just do that, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Magically, now on the other platform. So I'm going to get on the train going towards Leeds. I haven't yet worked out which station I'm going to get off at. There is one beyond Harrogate that I was going to pick off today to make tomorrow easier. So I might just do that. I mean, I'm already an hour ahead of schedule, that plan that I did have. But I knew that was going to happen anyway, so yeah, YOLO. Some regional railways branding on the information board for those of you that are into that kind of thing. Okay, the train going this way is delayed by 5 minutes as well. Northern doing what Northern does best. The gate's closing means my train is coming. So let's get on it. Right, okay, we're going to go all the way to Weaton. That seems like a good life choice. That was noisy. That was a noisy train. This is Weaton, small station, not really worth talking about. So I'm just going to get on the next train back north, and I've completely thrown today's plan out the window now because I've come up with a better plan. Papleton, you're tomorrow's problem now. Right, how do I get to that side? It's a tiny station sign again. Tiny. They love the tiny station signs. According to that sign, we're 1 mile away from Weaton anyway. Not happening. It is a tiny little village. Probably not a lot there. So, short distance back to the station.
The next train to arrive at platform 2 is the 12:49 Northern service to York.
So while I'm waiting for the train to come in at Weaton, it seems like the perfect opportunity to say a massive thank you to my lovely Patreons who are scrolling on screen right now, as they do in every single video. They make this possible. Thank you so much. If you want to get your name onto that list, the links to do so are in the description. But thank you so much, guys. You're putting a lot of Northern Rail into my life at the moment. Right, next stop, Panel, which wasn't in my plan for today, but now is, so. So this is Panel Station, where the station building is now literally a co-op. A station-themed co-op at that. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to walk to Hornbeam Park, because that seems like a good idea. I've spotted some interesting things on a map, but it's a completely unplanned walk. And there could be fields and mud, and I don't know how that's going to go, but let's see if we can see a viaduct and a disused railway. So theoretically, I just walk down here to pick up a public footpath by the church to go that way. It's well planned, this. It is well planned. That sign labelled it as Ringway Footpath, which I'd say is a good sign. If it's got a name, it might be better maintained. Okay, it's already very muddy. This might be a poor life choice. This was one of my less good life choices. I should stick to stations. I should definitely stick to stations. Not cut out from mud. I promise I'm not actually coming this way for the river. It's just also nice to see a river as I go. This viaduct might not even be a nice viaduct. Yeah. The floors at Premier Inn later are not going to like my feet. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's just a bit of mud. I'm going to slip over and get muddy. Ew, squelch. Ah, I did it. I did it. Today on Jen's poor life choices, this. Okay, I've got to try and cross this. How the hell? Okay, did it. That was fine. Now how do I get to the footpath? Is it here? This feels much more civilized now. Much more civilized. Okay, that did that. Before you say I'm unprepared, should have worn walking boots. I wasn't meant to be traipsing through the countryside. All of the walks I had planned were civilized walks. This is not a civilized walk. It's a nice walk, pretty countryside, but civilized it is not. I just caught a glimpse of the reason why I'm doing this, and I think it is going to be worth it. That's a mighty fine viaduct. Hello, pretty. How can a field be this muddy though? I hope you're happy. I hope that you're happy that that shot of that train going across that viaduct was worth the hell that I have been through to get that shot. And the hell isn't over yet. I don't think I'm even remotely halfway to the station. Who knows? Right, so I was originally going to walk over there to the disused railway, but after the palaver of getting to this point, I might pass on that. That is a really impressive viaduct. Now the line actually used to continue straight under the viaduct and kind of like cut the corner off Harrogate and then also end up in Weaton, which is further north. And then the loop into Harrogate opened later with this really impressive viaduct. And then eventually the line up to Weaton and their way avoiding Harrogate closed. Now we're just left with this, which has like a sharp, basically 90-degree turn onto it on either side. Trains go, technical term that. Oh, okay. This wasn't in my plan, but I'm glad it made it into my plan. My trainers are absolutely ruined. I am covered in mud. I have no idea where I am, but I like it. I'm super happy I did that. Yes, yes. Right, okay, so if I go along here, turn left, and then I think go up a significant amount, I'll make it to Hornbeam Park. Jen, moral of the story, wear your walking boots, even if you're not planning on outdoorsy type walks. Oh, and did I mention LNER run a few services a day up to Harrogate. That was a nice shot on the viaduct. And as if by magic, I'm at Hornbeam Park. Right, I'll just go on the next train into Harrogate from here. There's a late running one due in about 2 minutes, so that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Northern, for being late. I wouldn't have made this train otherwise. The station itself here at Hornbeam, I'm just going to call it Hornbeam, I can't keep saying Hornbeam Park. It feels like a wooden platform staggered either side of the bridge. It's weird having a station with a bridge on this line. I'm not used to this. Wait, a 150? What? What did I do to deserve this? It's meant to be 170s.
The next station stop is Harrogate. Mind the gap, triple train, Papleton.
God, I hope that they're not going to be making a habit of those 150s. So this is Harrogate Station. I've always thought for a town, Harrogate a town or a city, for a place as nice as Harrogate, the station's not that nice. Yeah, I need coffee. So what? What of it? I've come into this little parky bit in Harrogate to work out what to do next. Harrogate is a beautiful town, but it is ultimately a big town, and I'm not a town tourist. On my original plan, and I use the term plan in inverted commas because it's gone out the window, I was supposed to be finishing in Harrogate, and that was supposed to be in an hour and 47 minutes time. I've missed out Papleton, but I have done a couple of other stations that I wasn't planned to do, so I made good time. I'm kind of thinking, because I'm staying in York again tonight, I've got to go back to York. On my way back to York, I might pop into Papleton. I love that. This is a chill day. I like this. I like this. Not my first time in Harrogate. Not my first time in Costa in Harrogate. I mean, don't take me not spending too much time here was an indication that Harrogate's not very nice, because yeah, Harrogate is beautiful. And I'm here just as an Azuma creeps in to make its way to that London. Oh good, it's not a 150.
The next station stop is Papleton.
Papleton, by heck is it cold. It's very, very cold. But this is a very nice station. Nice, I like nice. Somehow I suspect that's been saying please wait for a very long time. I see they've gone for the tiny, tiny totem pole again. Okay, this end of the line, the stations are all really, really, really cute. The Leeds end of the line, I'm getting the impression the stations are not cute. So here at Papleton is where I'm going to end my day. Tomorrow I'm going to continue visiting every station on the Harrogate line, and I've got a very, very beautiful place to visit tomorrow, so definitely check out next week's video. For now, I'm going to leave a link here to the next video that I think you should watch, and I think I need to go and find some new trainers. Bye bye. Right, so this is for Kirsty. Right, so right, so